More than a dozen pro-Brexit groups writing to the Prime Minister and what's been dubbed the Big Brexit Initiative, calling for a clean break from the EU, of course, as the end of the transition period fast approaches. Lots going on, but this negotiation between the UK and the EU, of course, really matters and will impact on what happens in Brexit Britain for years to come. Guys, please start off as ever by hitting that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss future reports, and support my work by hitting that join button and becoming a supporter of the channel. Would really appreciate that. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Now, I saw this tweet today from brexitfacts4eu.org with the exclusive Prime Minister Boris Johnson. This is the single biggest Brexit initiative since the EU referendum, they say. 16 major Brexit campaigning organisations unite in a common message to the Prime Minister and to MPs. They say the big Brexit initiative is important. And just before I get onto the substance of what they're saying, the Brexit organisations who have signed the big Brexit initiative are brexitfacts4eu.org, Alliance of British Entrepreneurs, Brexit Watch, the Bruges Group, Get Britain Out, Global Britain, Green Leaves, Invoke Democracy Now, Labour Leave, Out and Proud, Scientists for Britain, Scots for Leave, The City for Britain, The Time Party, Think Scotland, and Veterans for Britain. So a bumper cast there of groups backing what has been described as the Big Brexit Initiative, with a push to join the Big Brexit Initiative today and promote a free, independent and sovereign UK. Now, on the Brexit Facts for EU website, they say with the new lockdown announced by Boris Johnson on Saturday night, here's an important new Brexit announcement to break things up. The largest ever number of major Brexit campaigning groups have united behind a simple message to the PM and MPs. We call on you, they say, Prime Minister, to rescind and void the withdrawal agreement in order to deliver on your general election manifesto promises of December 2019, or else face millions of voters who will feel utterly betrayed. Please do not let the country down. And of course, this is particularly pertinent given Nigel Farage and Richard Tice have just announced the Brexit Party relaunching, rebranding as Reform UK. As I said, 16 Brexit organisations behind this, including facts4eu.org, the City for Britain, Bruges Group and lots of others. The full letter reads, Dear Prime Minister, important message from 16 organisations reflecting the views of millions of voters. Never before have so many Brexit organisations combined behind one message to government, they say. Collectively, we reflect the views of millions of voters who took you at your word that there will be no political alignment with the EU. And we urge you to read what follows. Now, before I get on to what follows, guys, please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this, what your thoughts are in terms of what Boris is doing on the EU. Do you think he's going to deliver or not? Let me know what you think about the meat of this letter. Do you agree with it? Today, they say, Monday, the 2nd of November, there are just 60 days until the end of the transition period, at which point the UK will enter a new relationship with the EU. As things stand, this new relationship, they say, will be governed by the ongoing withdrawal agreement, including its Northern Ireland Protocol, and will be influenced by the political declaration. Any trade deal, they say, struck by the UK government with the EU before the 31st of December must not leave in place the onerous and unacceptable obligations of the WA, several of which fail, they say, to meet normal standards for international treaties between sovereign countries. These failings will become increasingly apparent as the country nears the general election. The UK government must act to rescind and void the withdrawal agreement, or to amend it very substantially, which the EU has said it will not do, before the 31st of December, irrespective of any trade agreement which might be agreed between the parties. Such action is justified, they say, under the 1980 Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties. The summary details of why this is essential and legal under international law are overleaf. We call on you, they finish, Prime Minister, to take this action in order to deliver on your general election manifesto promises of December 2019, or else face millions of voters who will feel utterly betrayed. Please do not let the country down. And I say there's a big spread of Brexiteer groups here. As I said, you've got everyone from the Bruges Group to Get Britain Out to Global Britain, Alliance of British Entrepreneurs, and Brexit Facts for EU have publicised this, and many, many more. Now, as they point out, there are just 60 days now to go till the end of the transition period, and it's fair to say, as I've reported before, that both the UK side and the EU side have gone a bit quiet in terms of what is going on in these negotiations. And I do read your comments, guys. I know a lot of you are very concerned. Well, some news, some rumours have come to the surface in terms of the area of fisheries, which of course we know one of the most contentious areas of this negotiation. I've got to say the news is slightly concerning. Nick Guttridge, who's a reporter, very plugged in, linking to a Bloomberg story saying the EU and UK negotiators are closing in on a fishing compromise that would see decisions on the exact quotas of European boats would be able to land in British waters kicked into the long grass to avoid disagreements torpedoing a trade deal. This solution, Nick Guttridge makes the point, this solution probably suits both sides, but it's especially convenient for the EU. Well, isn't that nice for them? Which is facing a reasonably painful cut to its quota share, whatever happens. Delaying concrete decisions on numbers means politicians in coastal states can put off having to deliver the bad news. Now, of course, we know that particularly on the French side, Emmanuel Macron, the French have basically wanted to continue the status quo that has been so appallingly bad and devastating for the British fishing industry and for UK coastal communities. But one of those who's expressed some real worry at that approach is Ben Habib, my former Brexit Party MEP colleague, who has said if this is true, it would mean allowing EU boats to go on fishing in our waters pursuant to the common fisheries policy after the 1st of January 2021. That would be a fundamental breach of manifesto promises. Ben Habib saying so much for getting Brexit done, ? So, you know, as I said, there's been in terms of information that's coming out about the negotiations, it's certainly slowed down. It's certainly gone a lot more quiet. It looks to me still, and of course I keep going back to it, Nigel Farage said the chance of a deal, he thinks around 75%. It looks to me that a deal is more likely than not. But what is that deal going to look like, especially on areas like fisheries? Are they going to have what's been rumoured before, which is a transition period for fisheries that goes on till 2024? Are they going to have this situation where they basically try and fudge it completely? Let me know what you think is going to happen, guys, and let me know what you think about the 16 groups coming together with their message to the Prime Minister. Is that a message you agree with, particularly, as I say, timely, given we're approaching the end of the transition period and Nigel Farage's Brexit Party rebranding as Reform UK? Let me know what you think about this letter. Let me know what you think about this report on fisheries. And as ever, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to support my work, please consider becoming a supporter. It's about £5 a month by clicking the join button. Would really appreciate it. And as ever, guys, thank you very much.